Hi guys, let's let everyone tune in. I've made a cup of tea this evening because if you can't already notice, my voice is very, very dead. So I'm not having a cocktail today, I am having a tea. And I've literally been living off of hot water, honey, lemon, ginger. And trust me, I absolutely despise honey, but it's so good for you. So good for you. We'll just get Benjy in, and then I believe we're getting the lovely Claire in as soon as possible because we know that she's doing panto. So I don't know how she's doing it, but she's a queen. Benjy, can you hear me, darling? Oh God, does he know he's on? Benj, do you know you're on? Benjy. Benj. I don't know if he knows if he's on. Right, we'll start that again. How annoying. Love it when technology isn't on your side. Don't you love it? It's like my favourite thing. He'll die when he watches this back and he sees himself.
Hello.
Ben, you were sat there for about a minute, like, I was like, Benjy, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
It's really weird because it said I wasn't connected. It said there was a problem. Listen, Amy, our guest has just put in the comments that she's free to come on.
She says I can join now before my next entrance. Right, Claire, we are giving you oh God, how do I get Claire in? She's not on the request thing. Claire, here we go, invite.
I want to get my lighting right.
Claire, invite, here we go. Oh,
How's my
lighting?
How's my lighting?
I can't believe we're getting Claire Sweeney on to chat to us. I'm so excited.
Yes, she's Strictly alumni, isn't she? I'm sure she is.
Of course she is, Benj.
Hiya.
Oh, darling. Oh my goodness.
Hello, you alright?
Costume? Are you in your fairy costume?
I am in my fairy costume, see?
Oh my goodness. And so what panto are you doing? Let everyone know.
It's Cinderella. I'm at Southport Atkinson Theatre. There we go, just setting you up there. My water out the way. You alright? I've got my big specs on. Let me get them off so I can see you. There you go.
Like, how is it going?
It's going well. It's really lovely, you know, and there's nice full houses, which is lovely to see in the light of what's happening, you know, because we were all pretty fearsome when the rules started changing. But it's lovely. Kids are loving it. Their parents are loving it. And it's just great, you know. I've got my dressing room really Christmassy, see?
Oh my, that
yeah.
is camp.
Oh yeah, campus tits, yeah. See, it's fabulous, yeah.
Claire, I want to ask you, just to get straight into it, because I know we might lose you to the show at any point. But listen, you've done Strictly, right? I
did the very first one, yeah.
No way!
Yes, I'm like a guinea pig. I did the very first Celebrity Big Brother, and then the very first Strictly. So I'm like a bit of a guinea pig for these shows, yeah. But it wasn't the juggernaut it is now, you know. Now it's such a huge thing now, isn't it? It's fabulous.
But how has it changed? I want to know.
Well, in my day, there wouldn't have been two boys dancing together, you know.
Yeah.
It's changed a lot from when you were on it, do you reckon?
It's changed a lot, you know. Everything, it's bigger, it's better. The dancers, the trainers, everyone puts longer hours in. I was filming 60-minute makeover at the time, and I'd film them all day and then turn up and do 1 or 2 hours and then do the show, you know. It was all a bit more relaxed and smaller.
And when you did it, obviously, I mean, are you dancing in the panto? Have you continued to dance? What have you taken from the show?
I'm from the show. I mean, to be fair, it seems so long ago because I do musical theatre. I can't sit here and say, oh, I decided to take up dancing because, you know, my job is kind of, well, I call faking it and mincing about, you know.
Yeah.
That's my job. So You know, yeah.
But did you take any sort of dance moves from it? Are your hips looser? Like, do you feel like you carried it with you?
No. Sorry, I'm not going to sit and lie. No. I've done like Hairspray and Legally Blonde. I've done loads of full-on dancing shows, so I can't say strictly changed my life. I look back at the video now, and I literally had no back fat whatsoever. I was really trim, but I think that was because it was so long ago.
But hang on, Claire, when you did it, Craig was a proper Mr. Nasty. He was in the original.
Yeah.
It was a different time.
It was a different time, and I adore Craig Rebel Horwood and Bruno. But Craig, and I'm so glad, I mean, you know, Anton was always my favourite, and to see him being a judge now. But Craig, he's kind of softened over the years, hasn't he?
Yeah, he really has. Do you miss Bruno in the show?
I love Bruno. I think he's missed, but I think Anton is so adored and so worthy of that seat.
Yeah.
You know, if anyone deserved to put his feet up and sit back and, you know, be very involved in the show, it's Anton. You know, he's just wonderful.
He's almost like Len's protege, isn't he? He's like the young Len. I can't.
Well, yeah, he's like Len's and Bruce's love child, isn't he? You know?
Yeah, he really is. He really is.
Yeah.
The thing is, Claire, and I'm not setting you up here because you've met enough journalists in your time, but for me, this show misses Brucey every Saturday night that it's on. For me, Strictly will never be the same again without Brucey's humour fronting it.
Yeah, well, Bruce was a legend and no one can replace him. But things do carry on and shows evolve. And, you know, I'm on a song, so I'll keep it my ear to the tannoy. Shows do evolve, and I just think what's wonderful with having the two boys dancing together in this, and I'll make my point before I go on. What is wonderful about it, any youngsters watching the show, wanting to come out, who are not in an environment where it's accepted or the norm, and families are sitting watching the show. I think it's made it more acceptable to families, and any kid could say Saturday night watching telly, Mum, I think I might, you know. And I think it's a wonderful thing that's happening. And the boys are so good, and they're strong and muscular and great dancers, and I just think it's fantastic. And I think Rose is beautiful as well.
Yeah. So Claire, have you been able to watch a lot of it, or just bits and bobs? This series?
I've literally dipped in and out of it because Panto just swallows you up. Once you come into Panto world, you get swallowed up. Do you know what I mean? So I've not been able to watch much of it.
But I think so. We've got some strong finalists. We really do. Who do you think might win from what you've seen?
Yeah. Well, I think Rose could do it. You know, public adore her, but you know, really, I would like the boys to win. Yeah, that would be my favourite. I'm going to have to go on stage. I've got my wand, and I'm going to have to go on and create magic. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do now? Oh, I better go. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye.
Oh, bless her.
Amy, what a way to open our show.
We just had Claire Sweeney dressed up as the fairy on our show right before she was going back on stage.
Oh my God, like, maybe we should open every show with someone in a panto in costume.
Tis the season, darling. Tis the season.
I want to say thank you to you, Amy, for booking Claire and getting her on our show, because I know we were up against it this week. And thank you for doing that, because she was a brilliant addition to our show.
Honestly, she's amazing. She just was so on it, and she was so up for doing it. And bless her, she said, I might be going on, but let's give it a go.
Brilliant.
I mean, call that professionalism. The show must go on.
The show will and must go on.
Oh, but I'd sit and talk to Claire all day. How lovely was she?
What about me?
Oh, well, Benjy, I have to talk to you.
How's my lighting today? Is it better? Or
No,
worse?
it is. I really fancy you with this lighting because you look like an actor.
Okay, hang on. Oh, shall I try a bit warmer?
No, that's fine. Honestly, and firstly, I just want everyone to ignore the dots.
Yeah.
This is a bed sheet because we've had to go and have our curtains tailored because we bought new curtains and then they were too long. So we've lost the curtains and now we have a bed sheet until the curtains are done.
That's right.
As you can hear, my voice is rubbish at the moment. Really, really tired. So I've got a cup of tea.
I've got a Love Island Prosecco glass.
My honey, tell everyone why we're here and what we're doing.
Ladles and jelly spoons. If you're not aware of it now, after that whirlwind opening of a show, which is probably my favourite opening we've ever had, then you're watching Strictly Between Us. This is the completely unofficial, unauthorised, off the record spin-off for Strictly Come Dancing on a Sunday night at 6 p.m. ahead of the results show. And Amy, this is Strictly Between Us and
everyone else on social media. Now, guys, I just want to say, Claire Sweeney, if you just missed it, we had the wonderful Claire Sweeney on our chat show. And Claire was actually one of the OG celebrity contestants on the first series of Strictly Come Dancing. So I'm sorry, but is that not one of the most special guests we could have ever had on?
Oh my God,
and
I knew she'd been on it, but I didn't know she was the first series. If you did miss her, you can watch the video back on Amy's Instagram, or I'll pop it up this evening onto the YouTube channel and you can watch all the old episodes on YouTube, and that link's on Amy's bio.
So, babes, we've had the guest. Should we move on to the goss?
Oh, should we just not do the gongs and go home?
Yeah, let's just do that.
Okay, right. I've wrote everything down on a tiny little notepad.
That is the smallest notepad I've ever seen in my life.
It's quite cute, isn't it?
Really cute.
Let's kick things off. Can I ask you, first of all, Amy Day, what did you think of the judges' outfits last night?
I loved Tess and Claudia's outfits.
Okay, I like theirs. I thought Oti looked phenomenal. Not Oti, Motzi looked phenomenal in that sequin number.
Yeah.
But I think Craig's brown jacket with black trousers missed them
off.
Yeah,
that was an interesting move. I thought Shirley looked like dated but beautiful dated.
Classic.
She always looks classic, regardless of if she's doing modern, but she looked really like dated beautiful, didn't she?
Yeah, I loved it. Now, there's quite a few dances to go through, so we just sort of muddle through. How does that sound?
Let's just muddle through because I want to talk about I want to talk about everything. Couples.
All right. Well, I'll prompt and then we'll muddle and then we'll move along. And guys, remember, this is your show. So if you disagree with something Amy or I is saying, if you disagree with something we are saying, let us know in the comments. And if you've got a question that's related to Strictly Come Dancing, then pop it in the question bit and we'll get through them at the end. Amy, does that sound good?
That sounds phenomenal, darling.
Right, let's kick off. Reese's Tango. What did you make?
Really fancied him in that tango. I felt like
what?
He was I don't know. I was just like, this is fab. I thought he was great.
Enjoyed, didn't like the face. It was a little bit comical, the trying to be serious. And there is a real fine line between trying to be serious, because it's a serious dance, and looking like you're trying to be serious.
Yes, but at the same time, he threw himself in and he just had fun.
Yeah. No, you're right. I know you're right. I know you're right. It was good. It was not a hyper dance, and he still managed to master it.
That's our Reese.
That's our Reese. All right. AJ's quick step.
Oh, okay. So I said, literally, I was watching it with my partner, and I was like, by the way, I make my partner watch it, but he actually loves it now. Like, he's so into it. And I said she's going to get a standing ovation for that, because people who don't know sort of like dance routines and moves and stuff, the quick step is one of the hardest. Like, there's foot movements that you're not even seeing. And I was like, she's literally making this look like she is floating around and just jumping around the stage. And she got a standing ovation. And did she get a full house, or did Craig give her 9?
Perfect 40. Her first perfect 14. Her first perfect 14.
And I thought, you know what I'm like with the costumes on Strictly? Her dress was
classic.
That's why I watched Strictly.
Really nice. Babe, are you getting comments coming up, or is it
I am, darling, yeah.
All right, so mine's frozen. So anything that you think's good, or people disagree. Listen, I just want to say it's going to be very hard for your eye to, well, I'll speak for myself first of all. It's going to be hard for me to find criticism in a very, very good dance week.
Yes.
So if people are watching, don't be offended if I'm finding criticism. This is what we do. Yeah. Amy and I have experience in performing. What I'll say, and this isn't AJ's fault, with that dress, I struggle to see her footwork.
Yeah, and I do actually understand that, because there's a bit where she jumps her legs out and Kai kicks in between, and then he jumps out and she kicks in between, and you do miss it. So that was a bit of a shame, but at the same time, that dress is made for like,
it's bouncy,
floating.
Isn't it?
Yeah, so I know that there is a lot of thought behind. They don't just throw AJ in a dress that has nothing to do with the dance. Like, that is the style and the genre. So,
and also watching that, I was like, he's the new Kevin Clifton.
Oh, didn't he look the most handsome he's ever looked?
Oh, we love him. And if he's watching, which I know he does, hopefully he saw that bit.
Yeah. What did you think? Did you love it?
Oh, loved it. Oh, loved it. I thought it was brilliant.
And then next was, who was after?
John and Johannes, couple's choice.
Oh, loved it.
So, all the stuff from the members of the public supporting them, until it got to John and Johannes,
yes,
it was all filler for me. I didn't find it interesting.
Oh, darling, Kai just said he's watching. Kai, I hope you heard what we were saying. We thought you looked the most handsome you've ever looked, and AJ absolutely nailed the quick step. Like, I was like, she's going to get a standing ovation. It was that good. The
bit where Benjy asked for his number? I didn't mention that.
Oh my God, Benjy, stop. Right, so John and Johannes, you okay, darling?
Give me 1 second. I think there's someone at my door. Hang on 1 second.
So, guys, what did we think of John and Johannes? I thought John literally, like, took control of the dance. As Craig said, it was either Craig, it was one of the judges' comments, was basically saying, I was just saying, one of the judges, I can't remember which one, but John was in complete control of the dance, wasn't he?
This is really interesting, Ains. I'm glad you brought that up, because I think it was Anton that said this.
Yeah.
That it was the first time John had really led the dance. Now, I hadn't noticed before that he wasn't taking full control, but when they said that, I was like, wow, it was a real moment.
But at the same time, to fight John's corner, I actually slightly disagree, because John is always the one that does the lifts. He's always the one that's given the lead. And I think Johannes is fantastic at allowing him to lead. So I don't necessarily agree with that. I just know that John was, it was John's element. Like, he was so strong last night in Couple's Choice.
I loved it. I loved what that dance stood for. I loved what they said. And
then Rose and Gio, darling. Let's move on.
Yes. Sorry. Rose and Gio, the waltz. I liked it. It wasn't my favourite dance of theirs.
Yeah.
They impress me every week. So to be extraordinary, they have to work so much harder. And some weeks, you won't. But it was great. What did you think?
Well, also, the waltz, again, it's like the quick step for people that aren't sort of, know it all about the dance routines and the moves and whatever. when they look easy, it means they are done right. And I feel like it felt safe because Rose nailed it.
Yeah, well, that's
like
it.
there's like head movements you have to do. There's just so many little details, and she made it look easy. So maybe that's why you were bored.
I wasn't bored. I loved it, but it's just it's just a great week where you have to be extraordinary, supercalifragilistic to stand out. Right, Reese and Nancy Samba. Oh my God. Samba, for me, no matter who's doing it, always looks awkward. It always looks like a point in a panto where someone comes out with a Carmen Miranda hat. But by God, this dance from Reese, wow, incredible.
Yeah, I completely agree. I feel like with Reese, he's so good at throwing himself into things that aren't necessarily his comfort zone. And I feel like, I bet in the rehearsal room, he asks Nancy every single question about every single movement because he wants to nail it. So yeah, I can imagine him being such a great student. So, and he does it.
What are people watching thinking? Did you guys like Reese's Samba? Did you find it cheesy, or did you find it sensual and sexy and full of life? I'd be really interested to know what.
I think Reese is really good at handling cheese, if that makes sense.
Yeah, be a good cheesemonger.
He is. I've eaten far too much cheese this week, let me tell you.
Oh my God, I feel like I've been doing Christmas Day every day for the last 2 weeks. If you guys enjoyed the dances, or if you disagree with Amy and I, let us know. Maybe you thought Rose's dance wasn't safe. Maybe you did think it was extraordinary, and you think I'm wrong. That often happens here.
Darling, have you seen I just want to show you my little things.
Oh,
my little light.
That's lovely. It's like a little hat. You can wear it out to a Christmas party.
I could. Only the hat.
You would. Only
I
the
would.
hat. What about AJ and Kai's rumba?
Sexy.
Pat me down with a wet chamois.
Do you know what? I wasn't like. Of course, it's going to be sexy. Like, of course it is. And as I said, like, it's one of the hardest styles to make it look good on your body if you're not necessarily a dancer by trade. So
this is going to be really objective and possibly inappropriate for
the norm for you, darling.
Yeah, basically. Two things. The objective thing is Kai's arse looked great.
Darling, he's not watching anymore.
Oh, the objective thing is Kai's arse looked great. And AJ's back bend. Wow.
Look, we all saw AJ do a back bend last week when he grabbed her and she went, woo! So we know she can back bend. That girl's got legs and a back bend.
Legs for days. Craig gave them a 9.
Do you know what? There was lots of that, like lots of not full houses because of Craig's 9s. And I feel like that's because Craig just wants to hold on for the final. Craig's like, no, we can't give it all away before the final because then it'll just be the final. You know what I mean? I think he's holding on. He's holding out.
Yeah, I still think that was worthy of a 10 from him, but you know.
Yeah.
He wants to hold something back. He wants to be the mean judge, and most weeks I respect him for that.
Yeah.
John and Johannes jive.
Cute.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Cute didn't love. But when they did such an amazing couple's choice first dance, is that why we weren't excited? Because we were like, what's going to top this?
Please, people, do not jump down my throat. And actually, I can't see the comments this week, so...
Probably a good thing, Benji.
Probably a good thing. I felt like it was an afterthought.
Okay, yeah. It was like let's get through. Like, let's just do another cute dance.
Like, couple's choice is the important thing. Now we've got to do another one. I liked it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't like it, actually. It's a matter of personal taste. I didn't.
Yeah.
I found it was too busy. I found the cosmic theme with it was just too busy. It didn't feel to me like a jive, and the High School Musical jump in it and the fame
Oh, we've got Tom Hayes just said the jive was definitely not a 10.
Yeah.
Interesting. Laura says she didn't like it either.
Oh, wow. Some people are agreeing with me for the first time in 13 weeks, however long we've been doing this.
Yeah, people want more from him, I think. Yeah, but as I said, like, he gave us so much in that couple's choice. Like, what more could he have done?
Also, to cut him some slack, it's a kind of choreography thing and the theme of the dance thing, and
yeah,
have that much say over it.
Yeah.
That's the show, is it? No, it's not the show.
Rose and Gio.
Argentine Tango.
I mean, I love an Argentine tango when it's done right.
That was the Debbie McGee moment of this series, because it was her Argentine Tango which got such rapturous applause, and it was with Giovanni.
Yeah.
And strictly super fans watching will probably be able to tell me if I'm wrong, but was it also in the semi-final that we saw the Argentine Tango from Debbie? I'm not sure. People can probably be able to Google much quicker than I can.
Yeah. I'm not sure either, darling.
But yeah, what did you think of it?
Yeah, loved it. Again, I mean, with Rose and Gio, you know, they've been like one of my favourite couples from the beginning anyway. So they're another couple that I just look forward to watching because I don't feel nervous. Like, I never feel nervous watching them because I'm just like, they just nail it every time.
Yeah, loved
it. And she's just an inspiration, and yeah, I love her.
Yeah, really looked amazing in that outfit. Should we do some gongs, my dear?
Should we do some gongies?
Gong.
Gong.
Best dance.
Oh.
I know who I'm giving it.
Okay, you give it out because I actually have too many.
Rose and Gio.
Well, Argentine.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Fine.
But
I would have given each couple, there was one dance that each couple did that I would have given an award to. So, yeah, fair enough.
Best chemistry. Go on.
AJ and Kai, obviously.
The realist chemistry as well.
The realist chemistry. So, yeah.
Best costume.
You know what I'm going to say. So do you want to give out yours? Should we both give out one?
Yeah, let's say it after three.
One,
two, three. Kai.
AJ. AJ's white dress, the quick step.
Oh, okay. Kai's shirt in the rumba.
Okay. That's so funny we said that. God, they're obviously the best dressed couple.
Best dressed, best dancers. Mate, I cannot wait for the final.
I cannot wait for the final. Benji, I feel like we need to do a slightly earlier one next Sunday.
Yeah, and we need to check our timings because...
Oh, my mum just agreed with me. AJ is the best dressed. She just said that as well. Thanks, Mum. My mother like daughter.
Yes, we need to check what time the final's on because I think sometimes they do it on a Saturday. But you want to meet earlier on Sunday?
I think we should because I feel like we're going to have lots to talk about.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm free earlier on Sunday, so
amazing.
I'm happy.
Perfect. Tell us one thing that you've got going on this week that's exciting.
Ooh. I'm working from home all week and I cannot wait.
I'm so jealous of you.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a really fun...
Oh, we've got Strictly Fan has just told us it's between 7 and 9 p.m.
On Saturday.
Oh, I don't know.
We'll check. I'm seeing Panto on Saturday, but I'm happy to meet earlier on Sunday, and maybe everyone will still be gossiping about it. I'm sure they will be on Sunday.
Okay, cool.
What one exciting thing are you doing this weekend, Day?
It's my birthday on Wednesday.
Oh, yes! I knew that. I did know that. You told me last week.
Oh, yeah, sure. So tomorrow night I've got dinner with the girls.
Aww.
Tuesday I'm going to see Amber Davies in Bring It On, the UK tour. And then on my birthday, I'm going to go and stay at the Crazy Bear Hotel, which I'm also going to stay at in forever. Thursday, I'm going to Panto. I'm going to see Matt Lepinkus in his Panto in Chatham, which I've never heard of before. But that's Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Friday, I don't know what's going on Friday, but yeah, it's a full week of
One
fan
thing,
posting.
Amy Day, not one thing a day, Amy Day.
I thought you said 1 week.
Right, darling, will you come and join me next week?
Oh my god, guys, can we believe it's the final? It's the last one, and then it's Christmas.
Oh, I've had so much fun. We've had some wicked guests. We might be able to get some back.
Oh, we've really got to get 1 or 2 more. We've got to
I'd
get
love them
big
all
ones.
back for a Strictly party, just joining at different times, like chaotic.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Also, I need to stop talking, guys. I need to rest this up. But I love you all.
One more thing. Sorry. Tonight is the final for I'm a Celeb. It's also the final I'm a Celeb fan podcast, which has been the fan podcast I've been running every night for the last 3 weeks. So
whoa. It's the final today?
Tonight's the final.
I've got to watch this.
Yeah. So head to iTunes or Spotify, search for the I'm a Celeb fan podcast, and you will get the final instalment in that. So
everything's coming to an end.
We need a rest for Christmas, babe.
We do. If we watch all these back, we probably look less and less like energetic.
Darling, have a fab week, have a fab birthday.
Bye, everyone. Thanks, Benj.
Bye.